Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Diary TV and I'm your girl Ogenekara Soe. Today we've got some massive news shaking up the football world, and it's all about Real Madrid and their legendary manager Carlo Ancelotti. If you've been following the Champions League, you'll know that Real Madrid just suffered a 3-0 defeat to Arsenal in the first leg of their quarter-final tie at the Emirates Stadium on April 8, 2025. Declan Rice was unstoppable with two stunning free kicks, and Michael Merino sealed the deal with a third goal, leaving Madrid with a mountain to climb in the second leg. Now, reports are swirling that Real Madrid board has made a huge decision about Ancelotti's future. Stick with me because we are diving deep into the story, how Ancelotti has managed the team, his impact, his incredible accomplishments, and the improvement he's brought to the club. This is going to be a wide ride, so let's get started. The big headline: sources are saying that after this Arsenal thrashing, Real Madrid might be ready to part ways with Ancelotti at the end of the 2024-25 season, unless something miraculous happens in the La Liga or the Champions League. This isn't just about one bad night in London. It is the culmination of a season that's been rocky for the defending European champions. They are trailing Barcelona by 4 points in La Liga, and their form has been patchy. The second leg against Arsenal is set for April 16 at the Santiago Bernabeu, and it could be Ancelotti's last chance in the Champions League with Madrid if things don't turn around. So, what led to this moment? Let's break it down, looking at how Ancelotti has been steering the ship. First off, let's talk about how Ancelotti managed Real Madrid, because his approach is a huge part of why he is loved and sometimes criticized. Ancelotti is not your typical modern manager who is all about high pressing system or micromanaging every detail. He is more old school with a modern twist. He's a master of man management, someone who builds trust with his players and lets their talent shine. Think of him as a conductor of an orchestra. He doesn't play the instrument himself, but he knows exactly how to get the best sound out of every musician. When he returned to Real Madrid for his second stint in 2021, the club was in transition. Zinedine Zidane has just left and the squad needed stability. Ancelotti came in with this calm, almost fatherly vibe. He's not the guy yelling on the sidelines. He's the one quietly tweaking things, trusting his stars like Karim Benzema, Luka Modric, and later Jude Bellingham to do their thing. His tactics are flexible, and sometimes it's a 4-3-3, sometimes a golden midfielder. Whatever fits the player is got. This season with Kylian Mbappe joining the attack alongside Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, he had leaned into a more counter-attacking style, letting that front line run wild. But here is where it gets tricky. That flexibility can sometimes look like a lack of identity. Against Arsenal, Madrid looked lost after going behind. There was no real collective response, just individual efforts that didn't click. Ancelotti himself said after the game, "We dropped off mentally and physically." Critics says that he's too resilient on his big names and doesn't drill the team enough defensively. Injuries haven't helped as well. Losing Dani Carvajal and Eder Militao to long-term knee issues has left him patching up the backlines with youngsters like Raul Asensio or midfielder like Federico Valverde around. Since Ancelotti's approach is about balance, he'd rather let Mbappe score than force him to track back every play. It's a gamble, and against Arsenal it didn't pay off. Now, let's zoom out and look at Ancelotti's broader impact on Real Madrid, because this guy's fingerprints are all over the club's recent history. When he came back in 2021, some fans weren't sure. He's had a mixed spell at Everton, and people wondered if he still had the magic touch. Oh, he proved them wrong fast. His impact isn't just about trophies, though we will get to those. It's about how he kept Real Madrid relevant and competitive in an era where clubs like Manchester City and PSG are flexing their financial muscle. One of his biggest strengths is how he handles superstar. Take Kylian Mbappe arrivals last summer. Everyone expected fireworks, and Ancelotti had to figure out how to fit him in with Vinicius and Rodrigo without breaking the team flow. It hasn't been perfect. Mbappe got 33 goals this season, but the defense has suffered, partially because the attack-first mindset leaves gap. Still, Ancelotti's ability to keep egos in check is unreal. He's got Bellingham playing like a leader at just 21, Modric still pulling strings at 39, and Vinicius blossoming into a Ballon d'Or contender. His impact also show in how he has bridged generations. He's brought through young talent like Eduardo Camavinga and Federico Valverde, while leaning on veterans like Toni Kroos until Kroos retired last summer, which was a massive blow. Ancelotti's calm presence has been a steadying force during a time of change, but this season that steadiness has wavered. The Arsenal game exposed crack. Madrid ran 12 kilometers less than Arsenal, and it has been a sense that the team is lacking the intensity of last year. His impact has been huge, no doubt, but right now it's under scrutiny like never before. Let's talk about trophies, because Ancelotti's CV at Real Madrid is ridiculous. This man had delivered some of the club's greatest moments. In his first stint from 2013 to 2015, he ended a 12-year wait for the Champions League, winning La Decima, their 10th European title in 2014, with that dramatic comeback against Ancelotti's Madrid. He also grabbed a Copa del Rey and a Club World Cup before leaving, but a second stint, that is where it gets intense. In 2021 to 22, his first season back, he won La Liga and the Champions League again, title number 14 for Madrid. That run was pure magic, knocking out PSG, Chelsea and Manchester City with late goals and sheer willpower, then beating Liverpool in the final. Benzema won the Ballon d'Or under him, and Ancelotti became the first manager to win the Champions League 4 times, twice with Madrid, twice with AC Milan. Last season, 2023 to 2024, he did it again. Another La Liga title and a record-extending 15 Champions League, beating Borussia Dortmund in the final, and in a couple of UEFA Super Cups. Add in a couple of UEFA Super Cups and an Intercontinental Cup, and you've got a trophy all that is the envy of every manager out there. This season, they started strong with the UEFA Super Cup, but the wheels have come off a bit. 5 La Liga losses, a Super Cup final thrashing by Barcelona, and now this Arsenal defeat. His accomplishments are legendary, no question, but the pressure at Madrid is relentless. One off here and suddenly it's all on the line. Finally, what's Ancelotti improved at Real Madrid? Tons of things. He's made them more resilient. Those comeback in 2022 against PSG and City didn't happen by accident. He sharpened the attack, turning Vinicius into a world-class finisher and integrating Bellingham seamlessly. The youth setup is stronger too. Players like Camavinga and Asensio are getting chances they might not have under a less trusting manager. Tactically, he's kept Madrid adaptable, able to switch styles mid-game. But defensively, that is where the improvement stalled. This season exposed a soft underbelly, conceding too easily, like against Arsenal. Losing crooks hurt their midfield control. And the injury crisis at the back haven't been fixed with signing. Ancelotti is banking on attacking power to overscore problems, and when it doesn't work, it looks bad. So what's next? The second leg against Arsenal is a do or die. If Real Madrid pull off a miracle, Ancelotti may buy some time. If not, it will be the end of an era. What do you think? Should Real Madrid stick with him, or is it time for a change? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button and subscribe for more football deep dive. Until next time, this is Diary TV and I'm Carlo signing out. Stay passionate about the beautiful game.